All right, so someone, was it me or was it? I don't know.
Gavin,
someone came up. No,
Gavin
someone said,
up,
"Imagine if we evolved, the world evolved the same way, except no gunpowder. So instead of guns, we just became like super good at bow and arrow,
and like it was like Minecraft IRL kind.
And it was like, oh my god, what if we didn't have like Snapchat or anything? So
we had
you
to
tie
draw.
a letter to your arrow, and you can just shoot it like across the town because we've evolved to like go.
I remember how it came about. I remember.
Okay.
I remember. Okay, so
we were talking about gun control.
No,
I'm pretty sure.
We were because we were talking about gun control, and then we were talking about because Connor was supposed to meet us for dinner, but she never did.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, I'm gonna put my ear to the ground and hear the vibration.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about gun control, and then you were like, well, what if a cop pulled you over and he pulled out a bow and arrow? And then it was like, okay. Well,
I was like, what if we
these...
exchange instead? Like, I just had the perfect solution to gun control. We exchange every gun for a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
That way, if you want to, like, do well, you have to be really good with a bow and arrow in order to, like, kill someone with a weapon.
Right,
you know
but then I was like, well, what if we just never had gunpowder at all?
Yes, and then
then it's
said
like,
that.
So then it was like the modern world, technology, etc., would never have happened.
Yeah.
Right, so you gotta, like, send, you gotta, like, communicate with bows and arrows.
If you want, instead of one of the fun ones we came up with was if we didn't have Snapchat and we all got really, really good at like drawing, and we drew a picture of ourselves really quick, tied it to the
and then shot it across the city.
Shot it to the person we were sending it to.
and then we're like we can hear each other from across the. Remember that? We were
like put your ear to the ground.
We were going insane about this. It was awesome.
It was so great.
We were like jumping around in a circle
on King
like,
Street.
The
at
three
the
cars
middle of the
that
night.
did go by just saw all of us like in a weird divination ritual, like rotating around an axis, like throwing our arms up in the air,
and pretending to have a bow and arrow,
eating spicy, sweet, chili Doritos
with like. Shadowing
and
bow and arrow
and
activity.
and pretending to shoot bow and arrows
Yeah.
and laughing.
Like, what if we got the perfect? What if we could all shoot at the perfect angle and just hit?
It was awesome.
And I was like, imagine if you like robbed a bank and you like get out of the car and the police are all just like,
the SWAT team rolls up with bows and arrows.
Yeah, it would be better for gun control too, because like imagine how goofy it would look if you were like driving down the street and a cop is like,
and also
hey,
like,
stop, and he pulls out a bow and arrow.
a lot of the justification for like police violence is like, oh, he was reaching for a gun, sort of thing. But you can't
be
reach
reaching
for a bow and arrow out of sight.
Yeah, you gotta
know
pull
what
it
I
off
mean?
your back
you
or
have to
something.
pull out the bow, and then you have to notch the arrow. It would be like,
it's a
give
whole
the police enough
process.
time
Yeah.
to react with their own bows and arrows.
Yeah, and they'd be better trained, so they could just.
It would be epic.
It'd be so epic.
It's a madness.
It's a madness.
It's a madness.
So that's the full extent. If you listen to Peters and you were like, I really want to hear more.
Now
about
you
this
have.
really strange idea. Here was the
Here
rest.
we
That
go.
was the
Yeah.
idea.
Story.
Oh,
and
so-
that entire day when we went back later that night, we were watching Ali Law.
Yes,
in
and that's where this
the
came from.
normal podcast room that we're usually in. With the huge couch, we all just slept on that couch, and we were watching Ali Law videos and whatever the parkour
yeah.
the parkour channel.
Racing the subway. That
was so fun.
That's
The
the
two.
big one. they're
Okay,
famous
and it
for.
was.
And then we got hungry.
Oh my god, this is a
And
great
this
story.
sounds again like
Okay,
we
I'm
are
sorry,
potheads,
guys,
but we
I'm
are not.
We are
potheads.
not.
We are not
It
potheads.
was 2 a.m. and we're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to Walgreens and get candy. And so
Okay,
we got.
we're not stoners.
We hopped on our
We
bikes.
are not stoners.
We hopped on our bikes again. Rode out to Walgreens. There's no one on the road even more than there was at 10:30, 11, right? So we just went out and then we went to Walgreens at 2 a.m.
And let me tell you,
that was the greatest experience
the
of my
vibe
life.
in Walgreens, some call it a secondary high, and I would agree.
Contact high.
Every single other person in Walgreens was a small group of college-age
Stoners.
Guys,
Stoners.
totally.
There's no way to describe that. There's like like the guy wearing like one of the Russian like fluffy hats.
Right.
Like people like that. Just like people who you look
And
at and
so,
are like, that guy.
I remember
smokes
having
weed.
the thought, I was like, okay, Gavin, you need to blend in. Like,
So we all.
they're going to be suspicious of you if you don't act like you're
Right,
high.
so we all-
I was like walking around like,
So we all put on this like persona of.
Yeah, and it
fake-
was so funny.
It was hilarious.
We were okay. So we were in line with our food.
We bought like 8 bags of gummies and stuff.
Okay, so let me set the scene. We're in Walgreens. There's like
There's like 5
the line
individuals.
circles around this it's like a beverage machine, like where you get like a Coke from.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those fridges.
Yeah.
So the line wraps around that, and there's like a group of people in front of us, maybe 4 or 5 people. They're all college students, probably like juniors in college. There's one girl with them, but otherwise they're just like they're vibing. There's this one guy who you could tell was the alpha of the group because he was yelling at everyone. And there was this guy, and he was like, I want to get this cereal. And then the alpha.
The other guy goes, we don't have any spoons or milk or something.
He was like,
bowls.
They got a cereal box. They got
and
milk.
milk.
And they were about holding it. I think they had 2 like gallon cartons.
They had
of
2
milk.
gallons
They
of
had
milk
2
and
gallons
then the
of milk.
box of like
Cinnamon
Lucky
Toast
Charms or
Crunch,
something.
and they
And
go to
Lucky
walk out.
Charms.
They had already purchased all of this.
Yes.
And granted, we're in Walgreens. They could have gotten spoons and bowls. I don't know why one would not.
We don't have any
guy-
bowls or
The
spoons.
guy goes, how are we going to eat this? We don't have any bowls or milk. And the guy
Or
goes,
spoons.
just pour it in the box.
Pour it in the box, dude.
He looked at him really aggressively,
He goes,
as if
pour it
his
in the
friend
box.
was the biggest idiot he had ever heard in his life, and
goes,
said,
just pour it in the box.
Just pour it in the box.
And we were like behind these people,
In
and
real-
the guy like mumbled something.
He kept looking at
He
us.
was
and
like he was like saying something about how like he asked him like how his day was, and I thought he was talking to me. I don't know why I thought he was talking to
Sebastian
me.
goes, huh?
And the guy turns around and he goes, by the way, you're high.
and then the other guy goes, no, you're high.
And we were just sitting there like baffled.
And we're like, this is hilarious.
It was the great. We got back and we were just laughing for like 5 minutes.
It was
Everything
so
about
funny.
that experience
was
I
so
wouldn't
good.
trade it for the world.
That was
no,
so
and when I
good.
was checking out too, I remember there was this guy behind me, and he was like this he was probably middle-aged guy. He had like a few front teeth, but not that many. And I remember he was like singing.
When was this?
And when we were in Walgreens, remember?
Also in Walgreens?
Yes, I don't know if you guys
I
remember.
didn't see him.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
think I remember this guy.
No, there was a guy, and he was talking to like the front desk lady about how he had this song stuck in his head, about how he had to babysit this kid, but he was like blazed out of his mind, and we were like, oh, cool, nice.
No, and then the lady at the counter, like she was like, I do not want to be
I
here.
felt so
like she
bad,
was
honestly.
so
Oh my God.
like
I
sad.
really felt bad. Her job is to work at Walgreens, and
she
these
has the
guys
night
are coming
shift.
in,
and she has
right?
to deal with all these. Oh God, these
It was
miscreants.
miscreants.
To use Sebastian's language, just coming in. They don't know what they're doing at all. They just buy any food they see.
It kind of just smells like skunk. The
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
time in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was,
man.
but anyway, that was a great experience.
Oh my God, what a great! I wouldn't trade it for
And
the
I
world,
kind
though.
of got up to her, and you know, when we were paying, I was like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Like as if
honestly
it was
felt
our
bad.
responsibility.
Well, and she probably thought we were, as well.
Yeah.
And so I tried to be like it's so weird that I was like in the span of like 30 minutes, I remember having the distinct thought, okay, I need to act high if I want to fit in, which is just so backwards.
Yeah.
And then I had the thought, all right, now I need to sober up in quotes because I wasn't. And then
Yeah.
Well,
This makes
yes, we were.
Okay,
we were.
everything we've described sounds so.
it's so suspicious.
So suspicious.
All right.
I promise.
Yes, we went out at 11 to go on a bike ride. We weren't doing some miscreant activity.
Anyway.
We
and then
swear.
yes, we
And
wanted some food.
I remember
too,
thinking
all
I need
right?
to act super normal so this night shift lady will appreciate me more than all these other groups of people. And
I
so
love.
I got up
those-
to her and I was like, "Hello, how was your night?"
I
she was
love
like,
that group of guys though. How? But we don't have any spoons or bowls. Just pour it in the box.
Just pour it in the box. Oh no, you're high.
By the way, you're high. It was so good.
That was so good.
Dude.
That was
Oh
so
my
good.
God.
Oh my goodness.